Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Wanted to do a quick video showing off some Blu-rays I got recently that I'm really excited about. There's a local record store I found next to the tattoo shop that I go to, my friend Tattoo Frenzy in Amityville, and he sells records and CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays, and I happened to stumble in and look around, and I traded in a Blu-ray for $1, and I picked these up for $3.99 each. So with the dollar off, it was like $7, and for both of them. And I've been having a lot of fun watching them. So I just wanted to show them off. The first thing I got was WCW's Greatest Pay-Per-View Matches Volume 1. There seems to be a Volume 2 and 3 out there. I don't think the Blu-rays got released in America, or if they did, they were extremely limited, so they're way more expensive than they should be, where this is like usually around the $7 to $10 range. The other ones are like 20, $30. I don't know why. So I'm a big ECW guy. I loved ECW, it was my favorite, but I also really loved WCW, even though it got pretty cheesy kind of towards the middle to the end. Um, and now I watch a lot of New Japan and Ring of Honor. Not really a big WWF guy, never really was, but in spurts I'll watch it. The other thing I picked up at the record store was the Best of Monday Night Nitro Volume 2. Again, another WCW. These are all WCW actually. Some great matches. Some of these matches I remember, and it's really cool to go back and revisit, and some of them I've never seen or don't remember or whatever, and it's just really awesome. Um, Things with Hogan and Flair, Bret Hart, Macho Man, DDP, Sting, um, NWO, Kevin Nash. I mean, there's just tons and tons of big guys on here. So I was telling my buddy Brian how I've been watching all these old WCW matches, and I was like, oh, I really want to see the War Games Blu-ray. So for my birthday, he came by and picked this up for me, the War Games WCW Blu-ray. Really great. This is sort of like, it's not like a Royal Rumble. They did do this. I think it was called World War III or something, World War, where they would have three rings and like a Royal Rumble in each ring. It was always kind of overwhelming to watch because you couldn't pay attention well enough to one thing happening. This is sort of like that. It's different teams, and then the teams kind of like go at each other in the three rings, and whoever is like left standing. It's really cool. It's sort of like a Royal Rumble, but I really enjoy it. Check this out if you haven't seen it. If you like big matches with lots of people, cage matches, stuff like that. Really interesting idea, very cool. I would hope they bring something sort of like this back. I don't know if they will. During all of this, I found this online for like $8 or $9. I offered the guy 7. He said yes, and that is the Best of Clash of Champions. Another really great Blu-ray. This has Midnight Express, Rock and Roll Express, Brian Pillman, Stunning Steve Austin, the Giant, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, Sting. Again, all the same other people I had mentioned prior. Each of these Blu-rays is pretty much between 7 and like 8 or 9 hours. So you get a lot of bang for your buck with these because 9 hours of wrestling or 8 hours of wrestling on most of these is just a ton of time to watch wrestling. And finally, this just arrived in the mail. This was $7.70. I got it used from a Goodwill on eBay. NWO The Revolution. Most people who watched the Monday Night Wars or just WCW back in the 90s were big NWO fans, myself included. I loved NWO White and Black. I even liked when they were red and black and they split off. They started losing me around the Elite stuff with the silver and black and with the Jeff Jarrett stuff. Sort of near like that rap is crap era with Kurt Hennig and Bobby Duncombe Jr. and all that. But NWO was always very cool. I do prefer the Bullet Club now to NWO, who I know is kind of like a copy of it in a way, but this I have yet to watch. It's supposedly like a pretty good, I think, hour and a half or 2 hour documentary, and then a bunch of matches. There's also an Ultimate Warrior Blu-ray, a Macho Man Blu-ray, a Sting Blu-ray. So I'm going to keep my eye out on those if I ever find those for like $6 or $7. I don't like spending a ton of money on movies really anymore, but with something like this. Around that range is good for me for so many hours of wrestling. So yeah, these are my pickups recently. Shout out to my buddy Serial at Midnight, Heath, who has got me bit by the wrestling bug again because he keeps talking about wrestling on his channel, Serial at Midnight. Thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know if you've seen any of these or what you think. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.